From CBS News Bay Area, this is the Evening Edition.
Well, good evening. I'm Ryan Yamamoto. We begin with what could be the end to a high-profile manhunt after that brazen shooting death of UnitedHealthcare CEO. Police have arrested and are expecting to charge a suspect in connection with the murder last week in Manhattan. This evening, he appeared in court in Pennsylvania to face forgery and firearms charges, and police are working to extradite him to New York. Tom Hanson walks us through the investigation that took place from Midtown Manhattan to a McDonald's in a small city in central Pennsylvania.
Authorities in Pennsylvania are questioning a person of interest in connection to the shooting death of UnitedHealthcare CEO Brian Thompson.
He matches the description of the identification we've been looking for.
The man, identified as 26-year-old Luigi Mangione, was arrested at an Altoona McDonald's Monday morning on firearms charges after an employee called in a tip. Officials say Mangione was carrying a ghost gun and a silencer.
Also recovered was a fraudulent New Jersey ID, matching the ID our suspect used to check into his New York City hostel before the shooting incident.
Officials have combed through thousands of hours of video since the targeted attack in front of a Midtown hotel last week, deploying drones, K-9 units, and scuba divers in Central Park. Dive teams scoured a pond in the park looking for more evidence after finding a backpack they believe belonged to the shooter in the area, containing a jacket and Monopoly money. Police believe the shooter headed to the Port Authority's bus station near the George Washington Bridge after ditching the bike he used to flee the scene of the crime.
This investigation is still active and ongoing.
Police say they've recovered a handwritten 3-page document from the person in custody indicating he had some ill will towards corporate America. They're also scrubbing his social media accounts as the investigation continues.
And we're also learning more about Luigi Mangione's background, which includes time spent right here in the Bay Area.
He was born and raised in Maryland. We know he has ties to San Francisco, California.
Anne Makovec joins us now. And Anne, you've been digging into his local ties. So what have you learned about Luigi?
Yeah, the NYPD has not given any specifics, but yeah, we have found some information about his Bay Area ties. We know that he spent a summer at Stanford as a teaching assistant, the university confirming that Mangione was a head counselor for its pre-collegiate studies program between May and September of 2019. Mangione posted about it on his LinkedIn resume, saying he designed lesson plans and taught artificial intelligence to gifted high school students. His Facebook page includes photos from Stanford with other members of that program. Mangione's LinkedIn also says he works as a data engineer for the car buying website TrueCar, but company spokesperson told us in a statement that he has not been an employee there since 2023. Mangione also has ties to Hawaii. This high-rise was his last known address in Honolulu. A video on Instagram shows that he lived with the Surf Break co-living community in 2023. We've also learned that he is related to a prominent Maryland family and graduated from the Gilman School, that is a fancy all-boys private school in Baltimore, graduating in 2016. His LinkedIn page says he was valedictorian and captain of the robotics team. For college, he had an Ivy League education, a spokesperson from the University of Pennsylvania confirming that he graduated in 2020 with a bachelor's and a master's degree and majored in computer science.